My name is Ted Davis. This is Sit Down with Ted. And every week we bring you a segment with either somebody in the athletic department in terms of athletic director or a coach, or one of the great student athletes we have here at Schreiner University in Kerrville, and that is the case today as we say hello to Demauria Miles, the leading scorer on the women's basketball team at about 17 points per game, but you just got named the Conference Player of the Week, the SCAC Conference Player of the Week, a 31-point average in a week. Dang.
Yes, sir.
Nice going.
Thank you.
I want to, when you get into a streak like you are now, and you're hot right now. I was talking to a player one time in the NBA, and I covered the NBA for a long time, and he had a big game one night, and he said, it was really weird. The game seemed to be really slow, and I was moving faster than everybody else was on the floor. When you're in a groove like this, does the game feel that way to you?
It do sometimes. I feel like if I'm going at a fast pace, then my teammates will catch up and we'll be all at the same pace at the same time.
Now, this player was also talking to a really great player one time, and the great player said, "Man, the game's like that for me every night." So that would be fun. Your team's on a 4-game winning streak. So what are you doing well?
Yes, sir. We're doing really well. We're trying to push the ball as much as we can every time we get on the floor. Everybody on the same page, and just do what we need to do to keep up this winning streak.
Now, Stacey Stevens plays a really fun brand of basketball, and I've talked to her before, and she said she thinks it's boring to just walk the ball up the floor. Is this a fun style to play?
Yes, it is. We try not to do so much of walking and try to push the ball, and we don't really want to have that moment where it's slow pace, and we want to keep it fast as much as we can.
Now, she also likes to press.
Yes,
and you guys force a lot of turnovers. Now, I always call a style like that, you're trying to create some positive chaos, and you're really trying to hurry the other team up, aren't you?
Yes, sir. Yes.
And so turnovers are a big part of what you do, isn't it? Because you can turn. People think of offense, but you can turn defense. Can create offense.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and that's what you try to do, right, with all these turnovers, and you get easy points that way.
Yes, we try to force as much turnovers as possible on the other team.
Now, to play this style, though, you got to be in shape because it's basically full court. So do you feel like your team is in better shape than some of the teams that you're playing?
Definitely. During preseason, we had a lot of workouts, drills. We came in like 2 times a week to do conditioning tests. We had miles. We have this thing called Big Ben where we do a lot of suicide. So we was definitely in shape than some of the other teams now.
Explain a suicide.
It would be like we would have 30 seconds on the clock, and we had to hit every line. So when we in practice and coach tells us to hit them all, we all know what to do. Yeah,
lines are not fun, are they? Because anybody's ever played basketball, but basketball is a game of short bursts, and those lines really help you in terms of getting in shape, don't they?
Yes, sir, they do.
Yeah. So what brought you to Kerrville? What brought you to Schreiner?
I want to say basketball, really. During my senior year, the old coach that used to coach here for the girls, she was contacting me and just talking to me and letting me know everything that she wanted me to come down here and have a visit and basically play for the team here.
Has it been everything you thought it would be? Now, you're a sophomore. You're in your second year here, but has it been what you thought it would be?
In the beginning, it wasn't. I struggled a little bit, but once I got a hang of it and got used to it and started to calm down, it turned out great.
And now in your second year, you feel like a veteran, don't you?
I do.
Yeah. Even though you've got 2 more years to go.
Right.
Yeah. You're from Little Elm, Texas.
Yes, sir.
Now, I know where that is, by the way, because I lived in Dallas for about 20 years, and my first broadcasting job was in Denton, Texas.
Oh, really? Oh,
so,
okay.
So when that was in the mid-'70s.
Oh.
Little Elm was little in the mid-'70s.
Okay.
So in getting ready for this, I looked up the population of Little Elm now. Is it really 50,000 people in Little Elm now?
Not really, no.
That's what it said. You look it up online. It says about 50,000 people
Really?
in Little Elm. Right? It's not so little anymore, is it?
Yeah. Not really.
Yeah.
Not little.
Now, when you were growing up, what got you interested in basketball? Was there a particular player that you saw and you thought, man, that's a fun player. I like watching them?
It was really my dad. Him and my mom, they played basketball when they were younger in middle school, high school, college. And he was a coach then. He's still a coach now. And he really got me into basketball, got me wanting to play. I first started playing when I was in 7th grade in middle school.
So what level does your dad coach?
He coached high school, the high school and middle school team.
So you kind of grew up around basketball then?
I did, yes, sir.
Okay, did he like drill you in the fundamentals and that kind of thing? Did that help you develop your game?
Yes, sir. We back when I was like in middle school and high school, every weekend we used to go to the gym, work out all the hours of the days, and do everything I can to get better and be right for like my team when I get to play on a team.
Did you enjoy your high school experience?
Yes, sir, I did.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, but there wasn't one player in particular that you thought, okay, this is, whether it be the men's level or the women's level, that you thought, okay, man, that's a fun player to watch.
Not at first when I started playing, but like once I got the hang of it and actually know what I'm doing, probably around when I was in high school, that's when I was like, oh, I like Kyrie Irving from the NBA men's team.
Yeah,
Yes.
Steph Curry too.
Steph Curry as well. Yes.
Steph Curry's pregame routine is something that people come early to watch. It's like a baseball player hitting a lot of home runs in batting practice.
Right.
He'll start close to the basket and he'll just keep going further out, and he's at midcourt hitting shots. It's an incredible thing to watch. I've watched it before. What's more fun for you, hitting a three-pointer or making a pass?
I want to say hitting the three.
Yeah.
Yes. I like when my teammates, they give me good passes for me to have like an open shot and knock it down.
What's your major here?
Health science.
Okay, what do you want to do when you're
I
back into real life?
I want to be a chiropractor.
Oh, man.
Yes, sir. So
I'm at an age where I can identify with that. Help people with their aches and pains, right?
Right.
Yeah. So what are your goals for this team? I mean, you're kind of in the middle of your conference play. You're solidly in the conference playoff picture in terms of getting to the tournament. What are your goals for this team?
My goals are just to continue doing what I'm doing, working hard, being consistent in practice, and being a better teammate and picking my teammates up and trying to stick with that role model leader leading the team. Yeah.
You guys really have a chance to bond as a team in ways that my guys didn't when I was covering the NBA, because we're traveling a little bit fancier in the NBA. They had charter planes and stuff. You guys have a lot of bus rides, don't you?
Yes, sir.
So is that a chance to really bond when you're on a bus like that?
It is. When we have traveling games, we try to do as much as team bonding as possible, whether we're listening to music, playing games, or talking to each other.
You guys have roommates on the road, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who's
Yes,
your
sir.
roommate?
My roommate is my best friend, one of my teammates, Demauria.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mariah Bugs?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's good to get along with your roommate, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Well, listen, it was good meeting you.
Mm-hmm. You as well.
Thank you for joining us. Congratulations on your SCAC Player of the Week.
Thank you.
And I hope your hot streak continues as you go down the road.
Thank you.
All right. That's Demauria Miles, leading scorer on the women's basketball team, having a terrific year. Demauria, thank you very much.
Thank you, too.
All right. We'll see you next time on Sit Down with Ted here on the Schreiner Sports Network.